All right, so buckle up, everybody. Welcome to the deep dive. We're all set to plunge headfirst into the latest crypto happenings.
Things are moving fast, but get this. Grayscale has seen about, $20.3 billion flowing out since January.
Really?
Yeah. And while that's happening, these spot Bitcoin ETFs are just exploding. It might mean investors are getting more comfortable with ETFs, the regulatory clarity and transparency.
Yeah, that's a good point. Makes sense. So would you say this surge in ETFs means Bitcoin is, like, moving closer to mainstream acceptance? As an investment, I mean.
Oh, I'd say it's a pretty strong signal. ETFs are familiar territory for, more traditional investors.
Yes.
This influx of capital, it definitely suggests there's growing confidence in Bitcoin. Long term, I mean.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And it's not just Bitcoin, right?
Nope.
Spot Ether ETFs are also riding this wave. Last week saw a $515 million inflow, which takes the total net inflow to $682 million. Seems like, well, the whole crypto world is in motion.
It is. A lot of that's driven by institutional interest, that's for sure.
All right, let's shift gears to something that honestly caught me by surprise.
What's that?
Solana.
Oh, okay.
And meme coins.
Oh, yeah.
Who could have predicted that meme coins would be driving, well, some serious revenue?
Definitely an unexpected turn of events, right? At first glance, it might seem like just a fad, but these meme coins, they've brought a whole bunch of new users to Solana.
Yeah, and those users are generating big bucks for applications built on Solana. We're talking Raydium, pulling in $11.31 million, Jito right behind with $9.87 million, and even Pump.fun and Photonbot are seeing millions in revenue.
Yeah, those are big numbers.
Do you think this could, like, jumpstart further development on Solana?
It very well could.
Yeah.
More users usually lead to innovation. We might even see the infrastructure on Solana become more robust. Time will tell, though.
Okay, so it's like a sudden surge of energy, right?
Uh-huh.
Pushing Solana ahead. And get this, Raydium hit a record high on November 17th. Jito's making significant gains, and Solana's native token, SOL, that's also seeing a lot of positive movement.
The market seems to be liking all this activity.
Okay, let's move on to something a bit more, well, shall we say, official. U.S. Senator Lummis has put forward a proposal that's really got people talking.
What's she proposing?
She suggests the U.S. government should back a portion of, get this, its gold reserves with Bitcoin.
Wow, that's a pretty bold move.
I know, right? So her idea is to basically leverage Bitcoin's limited supply to strengthen the U.S. dollar and essentially establish a digital reserve.
It's definitely a novel idea. It could be a big change if it actually happens.
Absolutely. She's aiming high. Her goal is to get 1 million Bitcoin, which works out to about 1% of the global supply, and hold it as an asset for 20 years.
Wow, that's a long-term plan.
It is. What do you think? What kind of impact could this have?
Well, it's a pretty radical concept, and it's hard to say for sure. But if they go through with it, it could mean Bitcoin gets a big boost in legitimacy on the world stage.
Yeah, it could really legitimize it.
Right. And you know what? It might even lead other countries to think about doing the same thing. Who knows?
Right. Could be a domino effect. Well, we've covered a lot today. We've got the increasing popularity spot Bitcoin ETFs showing us that institutions are becoming more confident. Then there's Solana seeing this huge surge in activity thanks to, of all things, the meme coin craze.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
It has. And then, to top it all off, we have a U.S. senator suggesting that the U.S. government should start backing some of its gold reserves with Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's clear that the world of finance is changing fast. It really makes you wonder, what happens if this trend of governments adopting Bitcoin as a reserve asset really takes off?
Mm.
I mean, what are the potential consequences? Good and bad. It's a big question to think about.
Yeah, it is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the crazy, always evolving world of crypto. Keep those brains working, folks.
Absolutely. And don't stop asking questions. There's always more to learn.
You got it.
See you next time.
Take care.